Yo everyone, what's going on? Couriway here, and I have had no internet for literally over a week. And how have I kept myself busy while I've had no internet? Well, I've been speedrunning. But the main thing that I've been speedrunning normally is called Filtered Seed Glitchless, which is the category where you actually need the internet because you pull the seeds from the internet. It's really weird. I don't know how to explain it. Bunch of tech stuff. But basically, I can't speedrun the category that I've been playing the most because of having no internet. So I've been improvising. I've kind of just been playing random categories to keep myself sane. I've been playing 1.14 Classic. I've been playing normal 1.16 RSG. And I've been also playing 1.16 Icarus, which is a fun category. It's the electric category. You fly in the sky. It's super cool. I love it. And I got a very weird run that I wanted to show you because it's like really odd. So I wasn't really going for like world record pace. I was kind of just going for completion fun runs because like why not? I was bored. I didn't want to have to reset all the time and there's literally nothing else happening. So I decided to just play basically every seed that I got, and I got this wacky one. I don't really want to spoil too much, but you've definitely never seen a speedrun like this at all. It was absurd, and the end fight, I know a lot of the end fights and speedruns look the same. I'm telling you right now, you have not seen an end fight like this one before. But yeah, like I said, I don't want to spoil too much. I'm sorry for the lack of uploads. It has been beyond a pain not having internet. You have no idea. Well, maybe you do, but it's not fun. I hope you don't know how much of a pain it is because it has not been an enjoyable experience. But anyway, I'm going to go away. You're going to watch the speedrun. I'm going to do a voiceover of it, and I hope you enjoy. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate the support. Leave a like, subscribe, do all that stuff, and goodbye. Alright everyone, let's get into this speedrun. This is such a stupid run, so I'll just give a quick reminder for anyone who is not familiar with what an Icarus run is. I kind of touched on it in the intro, but an Icarus speedrun is a Minecraft speedrun with a data pack called Icarus, you know, that's the category, and you start with an elytra, and you start with a stack of fireworks, and it kind of allows you to play the game very fast in an RSG kind of environment, and you're just doing everything with an elytra, really. So I start out here. I see this jungle temple and I'm like, you know what? Let's just run it. Why not? I put this zombie in the washing machine. Look at these moves. I grab this, I get like nothing. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just leaving. So I just get out of here. I go this way to the other chest and I get 3 diamonds and 4 gold. And I'm like, you know what? Why don't we see what's around here? Maybe I can find like a ruin portal or something. So I decided to just fly around. Like I was kind of just playing to keep myself entertained. I wasn't really going for world record or PB. I was just kind of just playing, you know. I wanted to just entertain myself while I had literally no internet. And I see this ruin portal and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna mine it. I get an insane amount of iron too. I think I got like 26 there. Almost kill myself with the damage from the elytra. That was really smooth of me. So that was really good. And I get a gold axe as well. So I don't even have to use my gold for anything. I'm able to just grab a bunch of wood here, all the wood that I need for the run and more, honestly. And I have rotten flesh for my food right now. And I'm thinking at this moment, like, I could maybe make this like a run. This could like maybe make a funny video or something. Like, I'm just going to kind of play it out and see what happens. So I used my gold to make some tools because I didn't want to waste time doing anything. I saved my iron because I wanted to use it for either shears or a bucket later if I needed either of those things. And then I decided to just sit here and break an insane amount of obsidian because that's kind of just what you have to do when you have a diamond pickaxe and no bucket and nothing else. So I honestly didn't even know, like, at the time of me doing this, if this was even enough obsidian to make the portal. But I didn't want to waste time counting, and I'd rather just absolutely send it and kind of hope for the best here. And rather than, you know, waste time counting and having to worry about, like, oh, you know, I don't want to do math in my head while I'm playing Minecraft and speedrunning it. I want to play the game and just go. So that was my thought process here. I think I end up mining like 5 pieces in total if you count the crying, because I needed 5 pieces of obsidian, and then the 1 crying was in the way. So I mined 6 pieces of obsidian here, which is just absolutely absurd because I think I put everything in right now and then I still have to break the 1 extra piece. Yeah, I used the crying there and then I go up and I'm like, wait, I need 1 more. And thankfully there was a non-crying piece right there, and that's the last piece of obsidian that I did need. And we're entering the nether sub 3, which for Icarus is pretty bad, to be honest. Like, the only reason I wasn't resetting this was because of the, like, how hilarious of a run this started out as. So I was like, okay, you know what, why not? And then I forgot that, like, flint and steel is kind of important. I don't know if I thought I just had some in my inventory, like, from the the chest, whether I had a fire charge or a flint and steel, but I did not, and this was not amusing to get flint, but I mined like a bunch of pieces underwater, and finally I get some. I was like, okay, great. So I'm entering not even sub 3 anymore because I forgot my flint and steel. So this pace is like absolutely atrocious. Like I need an actually like a pretty god nether here to even get on like any sort of pace. So I enter the nether, I immediately just throw a rocket and immediately see this bridge bastion. I'm like, okay, no way this run's actually gonna go somewhere, right? No way this run is actually gonna be somewhat decent. So for those who are not aware, bridge bastion in normal random seed speedruns is very, very bad. It's probably considered the worst bastion overall by top runners because of how slow it actually is. But in Icarus, it's actually quite fast, as you can see, because I can just fly to the other side. The thing that makes Bastion so slow, or the bridge Bastion so slow in RSG, is that you have to traverse so much, you have to mine so many like awkward blocks. But in Icarus, you can kind of just like fly to get to where you need to go. So I can go to this triple chest, I can get a bunch of obsidian, I can get crying obsidian if I needed it, and then I'm going to break one more block here to get some more penguins angry. But I didn't even have to do that, they were just angry already. So it worked out really well. I think this guy shoots me for some reason. No, he doesn't. Cool. So I just get a bunch of dudes in there. And then I think the only thing I really need is the trades. Like, I think I'd try to break one more block here, see if I can get any more pigs. But really wasn't even necessary. I had like 8 pigs already. So that was very cool. I break this block. I don't need to worry about like any of the other chests. I'm kind of just banking on getting 5 more obsidian when I go to check my pearls and string trades, which is not an unreasonable ask at all. I think one of the pigs fell. Yeah, one of the pigs fell in lava. And then this other dude was just very, very, very slow. But eventually he picks up with the program. He's coming over here. I think this is the guy that shoots me. Yes, thank you so much. And then he gets hit by the thorns because I have a thorns helmet on. Because I didn't realize I had a thorns helmet on. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to eat some rotten flesh. And he just goes over the edge. I was like, what the heck? What is this guy doing? So that happened. I see another pearl trade. So I know I'm probably just leaving here. I have everything I need except for string. I see I'm not getting the string trade, so I'm just like, you know what? I need to save this run in some way, shape, or form. This time is still bad. You want to be in a fortress by now, let alone leaving a bastion. So I kind of just crank my coordinates up, and the easiest way to traverse is actually going extra regional here. So I kind of just shoot myself extra regional, and my Z is negative of 450 already. So I'm instantly in another region, extra regional, and boom, there's my fortress. I have my fires ready to go, and I get an insane amount of blaze spawns. I'm like, okay, I can work with this. This is definitely playable. I have my gold axe ready to go. I don't have anything else because I entered with these gold tools. I wasn't really prepared. I didn't think the run would get this far, but here we are. I think I'm 2 for 4, and there's what, 1, 2, 3 more straight blazes, and then I see another pack to the left of me down there. There's like another 4 pack plus these 2 down here. I'm like, what is happening? So I decided to just kind of glide down here to these 4 because the other 2 just weren't worth my time at the moment. I have 3 already, and I decide to make a iron axe because I needed to make a new axe, but that unfortunately makes it so that I can't make shears anymore. And since I low rolled on string, that's actually going to become a pretty large issue here. And I actually get 6 rods, and now I'm going to blind travel right here at the 630 mark. And again, this isn't like any amazing pace or anything, but this fortress split plus having the bastion like immediately like really saved the pace of this run. This is like definitely a PBable pace blind travel for me, which is hilarious. It's not nearly my best ever, but it's like now this is like a real pace, so it's kind of funny. I make my eyes immediately, and unfortunately the stronghold is not going to end up being close. I spawn in a dark oak forest, which makes it very hard to figure out how far the stronghold is. I have to build up here. It makes it really awkward. The main thing about Icarus, and I really recommend this category, it's probably my favorite overall. And again, the shears, before I talk about Icarus as a whole, the shears are really coming into play here because I can't shear the sheep, so I have to actually kill them, and I have to kill a certain amount because I need, you know, at least a 4-bed to kill the dragon. So I think that gets me, I think this gives me 11 string. I think I needed way more. And now I do a distance check. So the first angle is 94.9. I run 4 jumps, throw another eye, and it is 96.0. So it's about 1K away, which is not amazing. I already traveled like 200 blocks, so it was like a 1200-ish blind, which is below average, unfortunately. But again, this run was just like, this run started with 3 diamonds, no iron enter, into a ruined portal where I mined 5 obsidian, and like this pace is like actually good. And again, I mentioned in the intro, but do not miss the end fight here. the end is like absolutely hilarious. So I have 10 wool now. That allows me to have 3 beds, and I need 2 more pieces of wool to actually 4-bed the dragon. I'm trying to see in my inventory. I do have enough crying obsidian and glowstone to make an anchor, but I do see sheep here, so I'm good to go. I can just kill these 2, and I will have enough wool to 4-bed. So that's perfect. I'm out. I'm going to keep going on my line here, which is like 95-ish degrees. And all I need to do now is figure out where the stronghold is going to be. I have food, I have my eyes, I have tools, I have everything possible that I could need. So I'm going to just keep going in my line. The thing that I was talking about before with Icarus, though, is I highly, highly recommend the category as a thing to kind of get into speedrunning with. I love Icarus. It's probably my favorite category in all of Minecraft speedrunning. It's very niche, let me say it that way. Like, I know not a lot of people run it, but something about just flying around with an elytra over a Minecraft world is just really, really fun to me, and I really enjoy doing that. So here we are, we're triangulating. The eye goes behind me, which is great. It is at a very bad angle, though, to do something called 8-8, which basically makes it so that you know, without throwing too many eyes, how far the stronghold is going to be away. And I can kind of 8-8 a bit better off this, but triangulating in Icarus is really, really hard because, again, you're on an elytra, you're moving so fast. So triangulation is really hard. I have to throw one more here. I think I end up 8-8ing off this, and my eye breaks, so I'm pretty sure I like just dig down here. Yeah. So 8-8 basically means the eye goes to the middle of the chunk because chunks are 16 blocks wide. So the middle of the chunk would be 8 blocks by 8 blocks. And then you dig down on floor 4, which we've talked about a bunch. Boom, I'm in the stronghold. And all I gotta do now is find the portal room. Look at this nav. Look at this nav. Down middle, straight middle, down here. I see the door. I'm like, this is kind of far, but I see light down here. Boom. Oh my god. Inspirational. Boom. 2-eye. I'm in. Look at this. Bang. All I got to do now is just fly over to the middle. I have obsidian. I have enough wool for 4 beds. And, you know, easy peasy, clean end fight, right? Well, that's where you will be very wrong, because this is going to turn into an absolute cluster in just a moment here. But thank you so much for watching. This is probably going to be my first video back from not having internet. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Probably not. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, maybe you saw a video before this. Maybe you didn't. But enjoy this, whatever you want to call this. I think it's still a 1 cycle. And yeah, enjoy this absolute clownery. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Peace out, everyone. What the heck? No shot, dude. No shot. Oh my god. I'm uploading that because that was the dumbest run I've ever had in my entire life. What the heck? Well, if you ever wonder what I do when I don't have internet, that's what I do. Oh my god.